this all is just very random. I was talking to somebody that works at Barstool. You know him, and some text got sent, and there's an employee there that hates me, and we had a big issue, and we had to approach each other on a show, and it just went haywire.
That's what you just did right now?
Yeah. The guy like stormed out and almost attacked Dave. It was just a mess.
What? In person? So they were in person?
Yeah, and I come on the screen, and the kid just went nuts and like flipped out and like threw the mic and everything. The footage is on YouTube or Twitter. I put it out, and he just goes nuts and like attacks Dave.
Can we show it?
Yeah, it's on my. I mean, it's on my Twitter. I retweeted it.
Let's show it, Brady. If we could grab it.
Yeah, he's a real lunatic.
Can you give us the backstory on the beef?
There is none. He's threatened by me. That's it. There's no beef. I never did nothing to him, but he feels the need to constantly call me a criminal. And he tells people I'm on the no-fly list and I'm an R-worder. And he talks about my family. He's instructed and paid people to go attack me. Not that one. I just reposted it. I put the GIF "psycho" above it. It's a retweet.
So what's Dave's approach? Does he want you back?
Well, Dave loves it. Dave thinks it's funny, and listen. At the end of the day, like things were fine and everything worked out. It is what it is. We left. It did what it did. But yeah, I think he's in. I'm in the corner. Yeah, I think so.
Would you go back?
Yeah, I would entertain it. I mean, I entertain everything. I love Barstool. It just, I think a lot has been thrown out that like I wanted 100% raise and that kind of thing. That's not exactly true. We'll see. I don't know. We'll see. There it is.
I was. Go ahead. Let's show it.
Anything to you? I just think you've seen this, like you just said. Is it going to be a good ride? It's going to be done in 4 months.
To bear for you. Who cares?
We've seen it done.
He's fucking threatened by me. That's all it is. That's all it is.
Yes.
Yes.
That's all
Dave,
it is.
Dave, let's stay out of the way. Let's stay out of the way for a few minutes. Go ahead, guys.
That's all it is.
Were the black kids threatened in 07 when you couldn't walk at graduation? Were the girls in this office that you commented on threatened, you fucking criminal? Bring them back, Dave.
How am I a criminal? Explain, motherfucker. You never have any facts. It's all just fucking conjecture with you. It's always fucking this and that.
I'll be fucking biting your fucking
Look
ass.
at this guy. He's a violent. Talk about a criminal. Look at this guy.
Dave,
This lunatic. Let's talk about a psycho.
Who is that guy?
This guy Rico. He's so threatened by me. He just is so triggered. It's insane.
I've never heard of him.
He's a fucking freak.
Really? And that's
Yeah,
Dave's
look at
guy?
him. Look how he acts. He's a lunatic.
Is that Dave's guy?
I wouldn't say. I mean, he's just a fucking. He's a weirdo. So people think it's funny.
I was in discussions with them. I got to talk to some high brass there, and had a talk with Dave for one time, and they were interested in having me on. I'm good friends with our main man at the Sunday Conversation. He wants me on there bad. It just didn't work out. And I was like, I'm probably going to stay solo and try to blow it up myself. But if you don't want me, like, hands down, I'm not begging nobody. And so I was like, that's why it kept me out of it. But Barstool at the time is the only platform for a guy like myself. So that's the only reason why I entertained it from the jump. But I don't know. You were there twice now. My thing is the third time a charm, or is it a third time?
Well, listen, I think the first time was kind of that was one of the reasons I left the first time is because it was getting really bad. Like, he would go to each employee and tell them if they worked with me, he wouldn't talk to them. He, again, sent people to attack me and my family through burner accounts on the internet. The guy's he's off his medication.
Why though? What started it?
Because he doesn't like me. He's threatened by me. Thinks I'm
out of nowhere?
I've never done nothing to the kid. Not ever. Like, but this is his norm. He does this all the time. Anybody that's brought in he feels is a threat to him, he's a complete asshole to them. He's just
why does Dave keep him?
Well, because he thinks it's funny and it is what it is. But like, this is a guy who threw a full can of High Noon seltzer at another employee's fucking head. He was like this close to hitting him. He's attacked employees' wives. He's DM'd them. He's a scumbag.
Really?
And we were offered to fight at Rough and Rowdy, and he declined. That's the pussy that he is.
Really?
We were offered $350,000 to fight, and he declined. Think about it. Yeah.
Wow. I never heard of him. I never heard of the guy. What's his back? Did he do it? Did he play something? Did he nothing? He's a nobody?
Like, what's our beef, you mean?
No, his background. How does he get on to Barstool? Did he play? What is he?
No, he's just a guy that used to call in to like different shows, and they eventually had him on. The one thing he does, he thinks he's a gambler. He fucking sucks. He doesn't win shit, but he's a gambler. That's kind of his past.
Wow.
Yeah, he's an unhinged fucking lunatic.
Wow. I never heard of him. That's crazy. That's crazy. They brought you on there to do that.
He was like a crazy caller. He'd call in and like flip out. Like, he's a weirdo. And you know what? And I'm going to say this now, and I haven't addressed this yet. This guy continues to mention my family, and he's pushing me to a level where I don't mention families, but he's starting to get to the point where I might have to start talking a little bit. Because he mentioned my fucking dad. He's a scumbag, bro. Like a complete lowlife. Yeah.
Yeah, when that happens, it's a problem. I got personal problems.